Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robertson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas Tech's offense takes the field. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Dickey. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
To throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry up.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm soft quarterback. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That brings him to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Vaughn. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll toss it to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Now they'll run the draw. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
Breaks into the open. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Red Raiders line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Nelson. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's a good-looking run right there. And I'll tell you, the quarterback running the option, that's a play that would make Tom Osborne, the old great Nebraska head coach, proud. Great job decision-making to keep the football, and then once he keeps it, look at the speed. Look at the moves this guy.
There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Running to the left. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires on the run. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Got a man. It's Stone. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They're working that left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Rush is on him. He's looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't.
He lost one down the sideline. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Vaughn. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Fights off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. On the direct snap, it's Vaughn. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Huskers are in the hurry up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Hines is back in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Roughing the passer, defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Going to sling it on second down. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Get it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Red Raiders backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Gets it past the marker. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Finds his man. It's Dickey. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping opposing ends of the field. They gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they... Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They go to the draw. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raider. And the route is on. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Hit as he throws. On target to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Right back to the well. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Red Raiders are on the move. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Nebraska, 20.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
And the returner will be dragged down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. On the move, it's Dickey. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on first down. Fakes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That's reeled in. It's Perry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.